Frank Hague, scandalous and shocking facts about the political boss of Jersey City. Frank Hague, the mayor of Jersey City from 1917 to 1947, was one of the most powerful and controversial political figures in American history. Known as a master of political machinery, he turned Jersey City into his personal fiefdom. While some praised his reforms and his ability to bring resources to his constituents, others accused him of corruption, nepotism, and authoritarianism. Here are 10 scandalous and shocking facts about the man who was both loved and feared. Number 1. From poverty to power, a scrappy beginning. Frank Hague's early life epitomized the rags-to-riches narrative that would later endear him to Jersey City's working-class families. Born on January 17, 1876, in the gritty, Irish immigrant enclave called the Horseshoe, Hague grew up amid poverty and the challenges of an urban underclass. Forced to leave school after the 6th grade, Hague supported his family through odd jobs, displaying early signs of leadership and a keen ability to navigate street politics. Hague married Jenny Doyle in 1898, with whom he had 2 children, Frank Jr. and Genevieve. His personal life remained shrouded in whispers of infidelity, but he largely maintained a public image of familial devotion. Leveraging his street smarts and charisma, Hague joined the Democratic Party and became a ward leader by 1900, setting the foundation for his political machine. His rise from poverty symbolized hope for many immigrants, crafting an image of a relatable yet shrewd politician. Number 2. The King of Jersey City, a political machine in action. When Frank Hague assumed office as mayor of Jersey City in 1917, he wasted no time consolidating power. Over the next 3 decades, he transformed the city into a democratic stronghold, ruling with an iron fist. Hague's political machine controlled not only elections but also the entire civic apparatus. Police officers, city workers, and even teachers owed their jobs to Hague's patronage system, creating an ecosystem of loyalty rooted in fear and dependence. One of the most infamous hallmarks of Hague's tenure was voter turnout regularly exceeding 100% in certain precincts, a clear indication of electoral fraud. Ballot stuffing, intimidation, and manipulation were common. Hague famously declared, "I am the law," reflecting his autocratic approach. City employees were required to kick back a portion of their salaries to the Democratic Party, ensuring a steady flow of funds to maintain his machine. Hague's influence extended far beyond Jersey City. In 1932, he played a pivotal role in securing Franklin D. Roosevelt's nomination at the Democratic National Convention. FDR's subsequent New Deal programs funneled federal dollars into Jersey City, bolstering Hague's popularity and further entrenching his power. Number 3. The millionaire mayor. Where did the money come from? Despite earning a modest official salary of $8,000 per year, Hague lived like royalty. His opulent estate in Deal, New Jersey, known as Hague's Castle, featured lavish gardens, private servants, and a constant stream of high-profile guests. Extravagant parties were a staple, where politicians, business moguls, and social elites gathered under Hague's roof. Critics were quick to question the source of his wealth. Accusations of corruption swirled, with allegations that Hague demanded kickbacks from contractors and donations from businesses seeking city approvals. One particularly damning claim came from a developer who said he paid Hague $50,000 to secure a building permit. When confronted about his finances, Hague famously quipped, "You don't have to be a pig to be a success in politics." Despite multiple investigations, Hague's political clout and carefully constructed network of allies ensured he was never formally charged. His immense wealth became a symbol of his power and the corruption that sustained it. Number 4. The War on Communism, Red Scare Tactics. Hague's administration was marked by aggressive anti-communist policies, especially during the turbulent 1930s. He labeled labor unions and leftist organizations as threats to democracy, using the police force to suppress dissent. Hague's campaign against the Congress of Industrial Organizations, CIO, in 1937 culminated in a notorious ban on their public meeting in Jersey City. His justification? The Constitution was written to protect decent people, not agitators. This heavy-handed approach attracted national attention and criticism. The case eventually reached the U.S. Supreme Court in Hague v. CIO, 1939, which ruled against him, affirming the rights of free speech and assembly. Despite the legal setback, Hague's hardline stance against communism won him support from business leaders who feared unionization. His ability to exploit the era's Red Scare sentiments demonstrated his political cunning, but it also painted him as an enemy of civil liberties. Number 5. The Hague Oath, loyalty or intimidation? Hague required city employees to pledge loyalty to the Democratic Party, ensuring their allegiance to his political machine. Employees who refused faced termination or blacklisting, while businesses aligned with Hague received preferential treatment. The Hague Oath extended his control to civic and economic spheres, reinforcing his autocratic rule. Critics likened it to political extortion, accusing Hague of prioritizing loyalty over competence. Hague defended the practice, arguing, "Loyalty is the foundation of good government." This controversial policy not only maintained his power but also underscored the deeply entrenched corruption in Jersey City politics. Number 6. The Hague Empire, nepotism at its finest. Hague's nepotism was legendary. His nephew, Frank Hague Eggers, succeeded him as mayor, ensuring the continuation of the family's dominance. Hague filled city offices with relatives and loyalists, often overlooking qualifications. Key positions in the police department, fire services, and city administration became sinecures for his inner circle. Critics accused Hague of treating Jersey City as a personal fiefdom. Despite the corruption, his supporters credited him with modernizing the city's infrastructure and delivering services that improved residents' lives, complicating his legacy. Number 7. Controlling the press, fear and favor. Hague's relationship with the media was fraught with control and manipulation. Local newspapers often served as his mouthpiece, publishing favorable coverage of his administration while downplaying scandals. Journalists who challenged him faced lawsuits, physical threats, or loss of access to city officials. National outlets, however, labeled Hague a dictator and a political tyrant. Despite negative publicity, Hague retained his popularity among constituents who benefited from his administration's public works projects, including improved housing and transportation. Number 8. Hague's shadow in national politics. Hague's influence reached the national stage. A key figure in the Democratic National Committee, he wielded power at conventions, notably supporting FDR's nomination in 1932. In return, federal New Deal funds flowed into Jersey City, further entrenching Hague's political machine. While critics accused him of diverting these funds for political gains, supporters argued that the money revitalized Jersey City's economy during the Great Depression. Hague's ability to leverage national politics for local gain showcased his strategic brilliance, albeit tainted by corruption. Number 9. A legacy of corruption, the fall of the machine. By the late 1940s, Hague's empire began to unravel. Federal investigations revealed widespread corruption, including voter fraud, embezzlement, and kickbacks. Reformers sought to dismantle his political machine, which had become synonymous with graft and authoritarianism. Hague retired in 1947, but his shadow loomed over Jersey City for decades. His departure marked the end of an era, yet the remnants of his system persisted, serving as a cautionary tale for future generations. Number 10. Death and Controversy, the Final Chapter. Frank Hague died on January 1, 1956, at the age of 79. Thousands attended his funeral, reflecting the deep, if conflicted, respect he commanded. Admirers praised him for modernizing Jersey City and advocating for the working class, while critics lambasted his corrupt practices. Hague's life remains a complex narrative of ambition, power, and controversy, offering a vivid portrait of machine politics in 20th century America. His legacy endures as both a symbol of possibility and a warning against the dangers of unchecked authority.